Hi, I'm Pau. In this third partial, I'm going to talk about a little bit about what happened in Paris, that is the fire of Notre. And well, let's start. It was around 6:20 p.m. in Paris time when the security guards heard the fire alarm and started to evacuate the cathedral, but eventually did not see the fire until 6:43 p.m. when it sounded again. The Paris prosecutor originally said that the fire started around 6:50 p.m. on the top of the release building. The flame generated the collapse of the central spire and the roof that is in the central nave. The firefighters arrived around 7 p.m., but despite their quick intervention, they were unavailable to control the flames. The spire, that is a very relevant architectural element, collapsed in the first hour of the fire, and in the same way, the attic and the part of the roof collapsed too. People who were near to the cathedral were removed for security measures, and the Isle de la Cité, where Notre is located, was evacuated and the accesses to it were closed. The fire probably occurred accidentally, but in 24 hours, more than 800 million euros were raised for the reconstruction. In an interview with a fire brigade, he reported that 400 firefighters had been working since 7 o'clock in the afternoon trying to extinguish the fire, but it got dark and they still couldn't control the flame. According to a spokesman, one firefighter and 2 police officers were injured during the fire. During the event, they saw the possibility of launching water from an helicopter, but the civil security decided not to do it because it could weaken the structure of the cathedral by the weight of the water and its force when it fell, and it could damage surrounding buildings. And in the morning of the next day, after 9 hours of fighting with the flames, the fire was extinguished finally. Well, according to the first report prepared by the journalist Nicholas, all the works of art and the relics could be saved. Some of these relics and antiques are the crown of thorns that Jesus used before his crucifixion, and a piece of the cross on which he was crucified, a stained of glass, the statue of the Virgin of Paris, and the bronze statues of the 12 apostles. The flames covered the top of the cathedral, including the 2 bell towers and the central tower with the roof where the central spire collapsed. The primary structure, including the 2 towers and the third of the roof, were not affected, but the most of the wooden structure was burned. The police prosecutor opened an investigation the same day when it was the accident, but the next day, in a press conference, he said that there are no indications to maintain that the fire was started intentionally. But 2 days later, a judicial police officer reported that the investigations believed that a short circuit was the most likely cause of the fire. Some international leaders expressed their condolences or expressed their concern about what happened. The night of the fire, Macron announced that the cathedral will be rebuilt and that he will launch a fundraising campaign. It is not known how much the repair will be cost, but the French Foundation made an estimate about hundreds of millions of euros. Macron wants to rebuild the cathedral in 5 years, in time for the Paris Olympics in 2024, but it is in discussion to rebuild the cathedral as the same way as the original design or to modify it, and it has been suggested to rebuild the part of the roof with titanium, and other options include original leaves and wood. The Prime Minister announced a competition of architectural design to the new spire, adapt to the techniques challenge of today's time, and on July 16, finally the Parliament approved the law that will govern the restoration of the cathedral. And that's all. Thank you.